Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Navy Midshipman, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-timer baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Smashes through the tackle. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. He's got him. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the Navy Midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. Motion from the back. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Navy will have to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. To the air, it's Sorsby. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking for space, it's Walker. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Toss to the left. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Off play action. Got his man on the right. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Sorsby. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Works the middle of the field. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Release to the back. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job on it.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Run it with the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sticks it in his belly. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Spits it out to the back. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Punt is on its way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a man, it's Horvath. Moving away from pressure. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Kent. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Quarterback will keep it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
The Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Leaves it with the running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the signal, secures the Bearcats, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the run, it's Walker. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. To the ground with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Third down coming up.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Sends it back in motion. To give to the big fullback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Strong safeties are guys you can spin down and a lot of times spin a lot of times in that box, which means he's going to be in the run fit. He's going to be making tackles consistently, and he comes up. Tell you what, let's talk about big on big. The big fullback versus a big, strong safety, that's a big collision.
The give to the fullback. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Heaves it deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They want that clock to run. Fighting off the defender. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line.